Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Last time, we did some respecking, and we did some, really big respecking where I went in and I actually changed their base classes, or at least some of them, or changed some of their previous levels that I couldn't change before. And this was mainly to, one, try out some of the new classes, like the kinetic sharpshooter and the blade bound that Woljif is, and also the insider. Now, luckily, Woljif and Windowog, their classes, I don't think, are super tied to their backstory, especially Windowog's. I guess you could say that Woljif being a rogue character is pretty tied to their class, but I feel like the mage's class is pretty. It's like the thief of the magic class, right? I guess it's kind of like the fighter of the magic class too, but whatever. I think it still aesthetically fits pretty well with the Eldritch Scoundrel. He's probably just not as good at all the lockpicking stuff as he would be otherwise. Anyway, we did that, and we also did Socio's first companion quest. We went to the cemetery. There was some undead. We killed them. He showed off his beautiful rage, which hopefully maybe we could cultivate and bring that out of him later on. I don't know. But yeah, right now we are going to start working on our army. So let's see here. Got to remember how to do all this. So we have two armies. Where's the second army? Here in Canabras. We're going to try. Can we combine them? Yes, we can. We're going to combine the armies. So we need to move you up here. And how do we do that again? Split. Nope. We do need to assign a general, but... Wait, are you guys not... Here we go. Here we go. So merge you over here. Well, I want all of you over here because we want Crusader Army number 1. Oh, we can name our armies too. Manarax Legion. There we go. We need a general. So, I don't know if it's changed at all. If it has, please let me know so I can try some of these other ones. But in the beginning of the game, when I first played it, when it launched, caster generals were undisputably the best. Like, by a country mile, they were the best. And because of that, we are going to get Setsuna Shai. So we're going to take him. He's got Scorching Gray, right? So he can deal power times power plus 5d6 fire damage to the target unit. He's also got Master Maneuver, which means not really much for us here. Because I don't think we actually... Actually, it is useful, right? Our army size is increased. I don't know. Did all of them have that? I don't know. And Elemental Protection. All caster units in this army have 5 bonus of fire, cold, and acid and electricity resistances, so that's all good. Are you technically a caster? I don't actually think so. Alright, but we have our first legion here. And can we recruit some people? We have resources. We can buy resources too. And yeah, we should probably invest in these guys. Yeah, buy them both. There we go. And now we have no resources. Lovely. And have you come up here. And you're going to meet with our army here. That makes us much stronger. And our army is going to push on ahead of us. Maybe even get to this first fight. The enemies are retreating. Pursue them and fight? Hell yeah. Let them get away. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is blast you. Boom! Big damage. Right off the bat. Move you up here. And I actually really enjoy these. Like, they're not always the most fun thing, especially when you get the gargoyles, which are just a pain in the ass. But for the most part, I do enjoy these. Take them out. Good. And take them out. Beautiful. Good first battle for the Crusade. We are fighting back. Get out of here. Yeah, that one was easy. Having defeated a band of cultists who had driven the captives from Canabras and made the ruins of Valus Gift their temporary base, the commander's army celebrates its first triumph. Unfortunately, the demon worshippers have killed all the citizens and gathered their belongings into a huge pile in the middle of the camp. Oh yeah, that's super unfortunate, man. We got all this new stuff that we can spend on troops. Oh God, that's terrible. Terrible. How far can we get? Can we get to the next group? We sure can. Pursue them. No demons escape me. Alright, we got a Brimarack there. We're gonna have to take them down. Gotta use another one of these on them. Big damage, big damage. You're gonna fight the Brimarack. Good. Move here. Move here. 4 damage there. Hit them. Good. Kill them. Good. Move up here. Good. Fire. Move in. Okay, they're basically done. Start attacking them. Good. Bastard. Kill them. Very good. Another victory for Setsuna Shai. I do wish we got like it would have been cool if like the generals were actual characters we could have conversations with and stuff. I think that'd be cool. Crusaders stumbled upon a group of ragged and exhausted scouts. They had set out on a patrol mission deep into the World Rune, but when Canabras was attacked, they found themselves cut off and surrounded by demons. Surviving in such hostile conditions was not easy, but the scouts' spirit remained high and they readily joined the commander's forces. Nice. Having defeated the enemy, the Crusaders scatter across the battlefield in search of trophies. The officers keep an eye on the process so that all the valuable trophies go to the treasury and do not end up in the pockets of lucky soldiers. Good officers. Good on you. Alright, now we got some scouts that are going to join our army too. Lovely. We need to change our formation here a bit. Maybe have it like... I'd rather have you guys more in the center though. Yeah, something like that maybe. Maybe something like this. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright, and our legion is stuck for now. Is it every day we can move? I think it is. And so 5 a.m. tomorrow morning we can keep going. Which won't be that long because we have to rest because we're fatigued. We have some things to sell. And we need to replace Sauciel with Sela now because we're going to be going to Sela's quest. Who I'm also not planning on respecking at all. I think we're done respecking until we get... Maybe I don't know if we're going to respec Reggie. I think he kind of has to be a Hell Knight. The only thing I'd do is maybe make him a Cavalier too, because I do think that fits him pretty well. I think that's what I did in my original playthrough. And I think that worked well. Cavaliers are really cool too. Alright, Wilker. Show me what you have. Thank you. Now take all this junk. Do you have any bags of holding, by the way? I think I would have seen that. Surely. Nope, okay. It's worth a check. Alright. What about you? You have any bags of holding? No. Okay, we need to talk to Social before we sleep. Where is this guy? Social? Is he in the chapel tent? I think he might be. No, he's not in here either. Oh, there's loot. What's all this loot doing in here? Ooh. Glowing croissant. I approve. Huh. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's in my command tent? Does it tell me I have to see him somewhere? Nameless Ruins, Houndhearts, Heaven's Edge. Oh, that's for Olberg, right? No, I think he's somewhere, surely. He must be in my tent. No idea where he is. Okay, let's just rest then. Get another scroll to vanish. I'm fine with that.
Your
We need to start using them.
ancestors were so weak-willed that they let demons use them. You are the proof of their disgrace.
Harsh.
Not my ancestors. My old gran it was. She got up to some wild stuff in her day. And I'm one of the less disgraceful episodes.
Gran seems like a fun person to be with. Especially if you're a demon. Okay, which I guess I'm going to become a demon. Oh yeah, I forgot we got this. We should probably be using this too. You're imbue with mythic powers. Once per day, you can activate this power to gain the following effects for 10 minutes. You get a +1 mythic bonus to attack rolls per 3 mythic ranks. Right? So we get a straight +1. Your attacks deal an additional 10% divine damage. All offensive spells you cast also deal 10% divine damage. And I can do this once per day? Yeah. You get 10% fortification per 2 ranks. Yeah, this thing's just super powerful. So we'll definitely be using that.
Onwards.
All right, are we sure he's not out here somewhere? Maybe he's in the medic's tent? Like, I don't know where else he could be. Huh.
Let's move already.
Social, where the hell are you? There you are. Good afternoon, Commander. How can I help you? You can tell me about yourself? To be honest, I don't have much to tell. I had done little with my life until I met you. But if you want to know anything, just ask. Where are you from? From Andoran. I grew up on the outskirts of Carpenden, a large, rich city surrounded by gardens and vineyards. Just imagine, miles and miles of greenery and fragrant orchards. Social inhales with pleasure, as if he could still sense the aromas of his faraway homeland. My family had a small winery. I worked there from a young age. I pressed juice, did a little carpentry, painted. And one day I discovered I could do more with paint than simply cover walls with it. There was a temple to Shelyn nearby. My brother and I would often spend our days there, listening to music and enjoying the stained glass windows. As a boy, my brother decided to devote himself to serving the Eternal Rose. Our parents hoped that at least I would remain to run the family business, but he makes an apologetic gesture and flashes a disarming smile. It can't be helped. The goddess called me too. It's all right. I have plenty of cousins, second cousins, and other relatives. When this war is over, I'll go back there and see how they're doing. So you're an artist? The cleric smiles shyly. That's too grand a word for it, but yes, I love to paint, and I know how to. Of course, a crusade isn't the best place for art. What I managed to draw here is at best sketches. I hope, when this war is over, I'll be able to turn them into real paintings. May I see them? There is nothing special in them, but if you're really interested. Social hands you a folder filled with pencil sketches. You recognize familiar fighters in some of the portraits. The cleric drew them without flattery, just as they are. But beneath the features that seem boring and even ugly in life, Social's hand has found inner beauty, power, and dignity. The tired faces of soldiers covered with wrinkles and scars resemble an army of angels. There are landscapes in the folder as well. At first you don't understand why these blooming hills, shady groves, and shimmering springs seem so familiar. But you have passed by these places as you traveled around the world rune, though you saw them darkened and maimed by demonic influence. Socio's pencil has restored them to their former beauty, which the demons stole from them, in which the Crusaders are fighting to return. That's pretty cool. Instead of working as a craftsman, you decided to serve a deity? An interesting turn of fate. Socio nods with a smile. Some clerics are proud of their tender hands, which have never touched anything heavier than a brush. But there's nothing ugly about hard-earned calluses. Indeed, I should say that saving the world is easier with strong hands. The smile disappears from Socio's face and he looks down, adding, I'm sorry these hands couldn't save the people who died in Canabras. Ah, it's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. How did you end up in Canabras? A grim shadow falls over the cleric's face. I was hoping to find Trevor in the city. My brother. After my brother took his vows and was ordained a paladin of Shelland, he departed for the crusade. He wrote home often about everything he saw, his battles, the people he helped. From his letters I learned that he had joined the Eagle Watch in Canabras, but soon his letters became infrequent, and then they stopped altogether. We feared news of his death, but silence was our only answer. Not a word from him, or from his command, or his brothers in arms. Nothing. In the end, I couldn't wait any longer, and I came here myself to find Trevor, if he's still alive, or his grave, if he should have perished. But my brother seems to have vanished. I tried asking the other paladins, but they refused to talk to me. It's very much like they're trying to avoid the need to lie. I sent official requests to their order's command. Still, I wait in vain for an answer. I joined the local church of Shelland, hoping to find out the truth one day. But the city was attacked by demons. When your brother was preparing to become a paladin of Shelland, did he learn some kind of art too? What's that stat? Yes. Socio smiles warmly. He's always been a good wood carver. Toys, whistles, window frames. Our house was the most beautiful in the area, all dressed in his wooden filigree. From the railing on the stairs to the Wonder Bird on the roof. Wonder Bird. You must love your brother very much to follow him here. You show commendable persistence. In the face of such trouble, most would give up the search and leave. How foolish. With your brother out of the way, if you stayed at home, you'd have inherited the family fortune. You'd be living well, not crawling around in the mud. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm often told I do silly things. There's a chill in the cleric's voice, but I'm afraid I can't explain my decisions. I just accept this was reason enough for me to go to war, or even to the Abyss itself. Alright, calm down, man. Like, just an observation. How'd you end up at the court of Queen Galfrey? The cleric looks down. When the city was attacked by demons, there was a hospital in our church. Every one of us was prepared to fight to the last to cover the evacuation, but our Mother Superior wouldn't let me join the fight. She sent me for help, and everyone who stayed was killed. Why did she choose me? Maybe it was because I was new, the youngest and least experienced of the clerics, and I wouldn't be much help in battle. Or maybe she was giving me a chance to survive while the rest of them bravely died. Shelland be my witness. I did not ask for this. I would be honored to lay my own head next to theirs. I ran to the closest Mendevian garrison. I don't know by what miracle I got there. There were demons all around, and everything was on fire. I remember my horse was killed right under me, while I fought off some shrieking monsters. But when I came to, I awoke among friends. My first thought was this must be a dream. In my delirium, Queen Galfrey herself was dressing my wounds. But it was true. It was the queen herself tending to a lowly warrior. That's how I ended up in her army. I marched with him back to Canabras, to the ruins. So he had a horse. Maybe he'd make a good cavalier. How do you I guess anybody can have a horse, but, you know. How did you manage to always look like you're on the way to a tea party, not a battle? Socio looks down for a few moments, searching in silence for the right words. At last, he softly replies, When I first got here, to the world wound, the word terror doesn't convey half of what I felt. The land itself here is maimed and mutilated, desecrated. But more frightening still is what the war does to people, to their bodies and souls. For every knight in shining armor, There are 100 warriors whose souls are maimed with fear, suffering, and cruelty. Many have forgotten why they're here, and now know only war. When there's a break in the fighting, they drink themselves into oblivion and wallow in the mud. They're rotting alive and don't even seek help. They gave up on themselves a long time ago. Socio looks you in the face and you see pain in his eyes. Don't misunderstand me. I don't condemn them. Quite the opposite. I want to help. And to do so, I must look after myself first. Not only to treat and support them, but to remind them that there's something else besides war. There's a normal world out there. A place where blood doesn't stain the ground, and people don't sleep in trenches, and a place where, as you said, they even occasionally have tea parties. The cleric smiles, but his eyes seem sad. I like Socio a lot. I really do. You do so much to help others. I want you to know, whenever you yourself need support, you can count on me. I, for one, condemn those animals you describe. If soldiers let themselves slide like that, they should be ashamed of their lack of discipline and dignity. You think they can be helped? The chaos here will keep driving people insane, no matter what you do. Under circumstances like these, everyone finds their own way to survive. I'm gonna go with the chaotic option here. You think they can be helped? Yes. Sometimes it feels like my work is pointless. Like I'm building a house of cards in the middle of a storm, or holding off an avalanche with a teaspoon. At those moments, I pray to Shelyn. The goddess reminds me that nothing is in vain. It's difficult to control the madness of war, but it is possible. What is a servant of the goddess of beauty doing in a war zone? I am doing what the goddess destined me for, to keep our fighters safe. I am confident in our victory. The gods of good are on our side, so we cannot fail. But victory is not enough. I do whatever I can to help those who are holding off the forces of the abyss, so they may live long enough to see victory, without losing themselves along the way. You do know that there have been 4 other crusades, and the gods of good were on their side then too, presumably. Every one of our soldiers deserves a home where people love them and are waiting for their return. When our soldiers are finally able to go home, on that day, I may earn the right to lay down my weapons forever. Your art is so touching. Perhaps I could pose for a portrait sometimes, just you and me? Nah, we're not gonna flirt. Thank you for telling me about yourself. We also don't want a portrait of ourselves. We don't care about that. Not yet, anyway. Tell me about your brother. Trevor. He's always been my hero, ever since we were children. I was a coward, always telling petty lies, always running away from danger. Trevor always ran toward it. He had this saying, an army stands until peace comes. A lie stands until truth comes out. He never lied, never let injustice pass, never. The cleric's voice trembles and breaks and he shakes his head. He was 8 when he said he was going to be a paladin, and he always went toward that goal, day after day, never looking back. I remember the day he went off to fight. I thought, this is it. The war will finally end. Trevor will defeat all the demons and close the world wound. But Socio gestures helplessly. Thank you. My pleasure. Yeah, Trevor's story is pretty sad. I really like it. I like Trevor a lot too. I wish, kind of wish you had him for longer than when you get him. Okay, I don't think we have anything else to do here, so let's go ahead and move on. Have I looked at this? Yeah, so this is where I get my horns. Okay, I should have remembered that when I gave Darren the Fiend Totem. We might have to respec him out of that. Oh no. Alright, Socio gone, UN. Do you have a... Oh god, you're filthy. Absolutely filthy. Okay. It's still the same day, right? Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Take 4 hours to get there. Someone is on the road. Get ready. Day 27, month Eridus, the 8th month of year 4715. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Golarion. so common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from rifts in the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all that the world boon is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly of travelers feel uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively, they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer, through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and his army walk up the high bank of the West Selen River, where it draws near to the border of the world wound. The soldiers' feet halt, unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs, too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges in sickening bends, the shade of mercury on the horizon rising to dirty rust. As it arches above the soldiers' heads, it regains its familiar azure hue. A whisper sweeps through the ranks and soon turns into a grumble. The commander gives a signal to wait and climbs to the highest point along the bank. There he decides to look around. Diplomacy 20 here, adjust the soldiers and boost their morale, set an example for the army, and lead the march. Let's look around. There is a strange movement in the sky. Black clouds twist into funnels and turn a sickly yellow. The brooding storm is on this side of the river, ahead of the army. Avoiding the strange phenomenon will hardly be possible. The commander decides to adjust the soldiers and boost their morale. Establishing rapport with his troops is yet another battle that the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale, or lose faith in authority. Addressing the army on the border of the world wound, the commander seeks to establish himself as a military leader on this new battleground. His efforts prove fruitful. The soldiers listen dutifully, smiles appearing on their faces. Someone in the ranks jokes that the demons are growing tired of waiting for them. The army keeps moving. Lines of soldiers step wearily beneath the shroud of low black clouds. It's like the world wound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes one after another. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' heads. The power of the elements on one side of the scales, the soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggle lasts over half an hour, but the army's only losses are a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue on. Their first encounter with the world wound has ended in their favor. Morale up to 14. Nice. That is good. Alright, from here we're going to go over here. You want to enter this location? Not yet. This camp was set up by the Hellhounds. This camp was set up by the Houndhearts, a small order of only a dozen crusaders. Soon the merciless rain and wind will erase all traces of the site, but for now, they're still visible. Let's go ahead and get in there. Okay, let's go ahead and use our buff. Normal here. And Sela, you need to be riding your griffin. Check the formation here. Is that good? Yeah, that should be good. Oops. Yeah, that'll be fine.
I found something.
You sure did. We're finally here. Ellen and Curl must be around here somewhere. And Jenna too, if they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Hey guys. Greetings, Sela, and greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Ellen puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart. Janna puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Ooh. Ellen is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple of nobodies like us. But now you've turned into the saviors of Kenabres, Knights of the Fifth Crusade, marked by Iomede's blessing. And you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Sela frowns a little. Let's not talk about it. I assure you, I'm the same Sela, your friend from the League of the Cart. And we came here to help you look for Ellen's ring. By the way, where's Curl? He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. Alright, my friends. Since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with this personal problem. What does the ring look like, and where should we look for it? The last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in my traveling chest. Now the camp's in total disarray. I don't know where how we'll ever find it. The ring is made of a shiny silver metal with a deep blue-green jewel. You can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, he is an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations. Sounds delightful. I wish I possessed one of Master Derek's fine works. I've seen them from afar, worn by visitors to the Gorm Mansion, but I've never held one before. I was never allowed to approach important guests. I'm not one for florid compliments, my lady, but I suspect the master would happily give you one of his works as a gift. He does that from time to time when he meets someone whose beauty inspires him. Thank you, sir. Camellia lowers her lashes demurely. Hey! You better watch yourself. You're an engaged man. Is there something wrong, Ellen? Am I making you nervous? The young knight is obviously embarrassed. I apologize. Jenna's right. Much has changed since we met in Kenabres. Some things for the better, some not at all. He stops short, apparently unwilling to elaborate. Alright, off we go. John and I will look around the northern side. We'll see you when we find something. Or when we give up trying. Alright.
What's that there?
Take that.
Move out.
I found something.
Man, your perception's really good. Or these aren't really hard to perceive. I don't know.
Done.
Torn Flag of the Hound Hearts. A small but noble order of crusaders. Loot. Loot. Piece of an antique ring. Hopefully that's not it. All this loot. Uh-oh. Quasits! A small Quasit demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, screwing up its ugly little face. It is holding a shiny object in its paw. A sparkling silver ring with a large blue-green gem. It's mine! Mine! Ellen, look! Look at that creepy thing. What is it holding? I've seen one of those before. These small demons like to tease and bully, but it'll bolt if it senses any real threat. Let's surround it and attack altogether before it can figure out what's happening. That's not good. Mine! The Quasit throws its paws in the air and splashes you with beams of color. You hear insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring into the air and catching it. Mine, mine! Ellen, Jenna! Sela glances at her friends, then turns to you. They're all right. They'll come around soon. Quickly, Manarak. Let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring. Hey, you get back here.
Head on.
Mine, the ring is mine. You can't catch me, silly weak Dampier. Hey, I'm not weak. Come and get me. You're too slow. It's fun to play. Gotcha. Give me the ring, you scoundrel. Before Ellen manages to get the Quasit, the halfling Curl appears right next to it. Quite out of nowhere, he snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it. Curl, what are you... Thrusting himself between Ellen and Curl, Sela barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Ellen, stop. Have you gone mad? He's using a summon spell. Why'd you stop?
Let's have some fun.
Some lovely prey has just stepped into my trap. No, Ellen, Sela, help. Damn it, I didn't sign up for this. Get ready. We're on our own now. Getting ready. And rage. Alright, Sela. Push him back. Manorak. I can't do that one. We got a lovely opportunity to do this though. Hit him with that. Go ahead, hit this one. 24 damage. I gotta be careful with you because. Go ahead and turn into a griffin. You go ahead and charge them. Ow. Ow. It's actually really hurtful. That was hurtful. Bless us. The Quaz is dead. Alright. Go ahead and jump over to him. Did you miss?
Let's hear you
Good job, Manorak.
No match for me.
Leave me alone. Bastards.
Go for their hearts!
Careful there, Ellen. You're getting hurt, buddy.
I will see to your demise.
Imperator, guide my blade!
Good. Let's charge him.
They'll beg me to stop.
Go ahead and jump on him. Almost got him. Kind of want to move away and attack him so he doesn't hurt me.
I'll cut you wide open!
There we go.
Precision and grace.
The light take you!
Got him. Ellen, what were you doing? You nearly cut down Curl. Without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all this. He might be a victim himself. What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone at the camp besides some small harmless demons, so he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels. Ellen scoffs. We barely know anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic. And now we'll never know because you let him escape. Better to let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. Oh boy. Ellen, think. Sela was defending someone she thought was her friend, and she stopped you from doing something you might regret. You two need to calm down. You're both right in your own way, and anyway, what's been done, it can't be undone. So you are willing to let a traitor bring demons down on our heads just to keep your conscience clean? Get serious, Sela. Calm down. We're lucky no one died in today's little brawl. But who knows where Sela's naivete will one day lead you. Do you hear me, sister? You're not just another knight. Whatever you do may have terrible consequences. You clearly have something to say. Go on, then. Spit it out. Sela, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened at the Great Garrison, you're in serious danger. Maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that has stood the test of time. A soldier rises from a private to an officer. A knight begins as a squire. Even Iomede's paladins gain their abilities gradually, but not with you and the commander. You were granted incredible powers, far surpassing seasoned paladins and with experience and skill far beyond your years. You received this gift at just the right moment and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. It's a great deed that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything. Training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly. And how much good has this brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what I see, especially by the way that you, Seele, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword when you should have driven the blade home, just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters will after you. Ellen pauses as if reluctant to continue, then looks you in the eye. I wanted to tell you the same thing, Commander. He's talking super sense. Yeah, I mean, this is probably like the smartest thing anybody could actually say to me. And he's right. Completely 100% right. You're right to an extent, Ellen, but I didn't choose my lot, and I'm just trying to fulfill my duty as best I can. So if I understand you correctly, I'm an incompetent leader who never earned my position? What's the point in dwelling on things we can't change? I have this power, and I'll use it as I see fit. Two or three. I'm gonna go 3. I'll use it as I see fit. Forgive my bluntness, Commander. I said it to Seele, and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given, it may be your undoing, and the undoing of all the Crusaders along with you. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to danger here. Now at least we know that Curl is a traitor, and Janna is a coward, ready to abandon her friends when the going gets tough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Kiana won't love me solely for the gifts I bring her. Ellen makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding goodbye, he lowers his head and walks away. Seele watches as he leaves, her expressive eyes filled with sadness. Everything's become very complicated all of a sudden. No, it was always complicated, you just weren't looking at it that way. Please, Manorak, let's go back. And I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about. Okay. Let's loot. Loot. What we got in there? Get a mobility check there. A locked chest here. Camellia, get that for me.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Yeah, you're helpful. For the most part. Ooh, Hat of Heartening Song. Whenever the wearer of this hat uses any song, this song also grants Fast Healing 1 at level 1, Fast Healing 2 at level 5, and increases by 1 point every 4 levels thereafter. Ah. You have a helmet already? You do not. Here you go, buddy. Oh, yeah. That's good looking. Let's go ahead and get that off of him. The tent is different from the rest. There's a strong burnt smell around it, and a rustling sound coming from within. Save it.
I'll bathe in your blood.
I should have done something.
Skylon!
I'll rip you apart.
Owie.
They better start running.
Do I have anybody with protection from energy?
Without risk.
I'm sure I do.
The spirits demand your blood.
I hope I do anyway. Oops. Damn it.
Pain is excruciating.
No match for me.
So this is how it feels.
Survive this. It'll make for a good story.
Into the fray.
Oh, did you get knocked off your mount?
Join my ancestors.
Don't worry about me.
This is not looking great, is it, huh? Man, really?
They'll beg me to stop.
Going back up. It's you versus him. What? There's no way that reached
Why
me.
am I so weak? for me?
It's not that you're weak, it's that he's strong.
Not like this.
Not like this, please, no. Okay. I don't know if I have any resist stuff. I'm sure I do. Unless it was Woljif that had it. In which case I don't. But yeah, resist fire will be
What's
very
on
useful
your
here.
mind? I wonder.
Okay, yeah, I do. Boop. Alright, that should make things a lot easier for us. Let's also go ahead and heal you. Excuse me. Check the tent.
None shall escape.
None shall escape. Oh yeah, it's much better.
I'll cut you wide open.
Much better. Oh, that still did a lot of damage. Focus on one at a time. Why aren't we,
Into the fray.
whatchamacallit it? Good. Good damage there.
They don't know how fragile.
Oh, yeah. You guys are as good as dead. We could have grabbed that. No.
The spirits demand your blood.
No match for me. The Inheritor, guide my way.
They better start running.
That worked a lot better, didn't it?
Together we stand.
I should have known what they were. I had my suspicions, but the tent has been cut open from the inside. The knights apparently left in a hurry. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, got a mobility check here. Very good. And a shield.
What's that?
We got... can't identify it. I don't think anybody in our main period or party uses heavy shields. We have the buckler on Camellia, but I think that's it. Alright, let's get out of here. So I guess we'll sell it. I don't know, we should probably keep our off companions equipped as well for when we have to do the companion quests. They're not like completely useless. But yeah. Oh, it's been a new day? Do you have to wait like... Okay, yeah, we're good to go. March on. I guess we can do both of them anyway. Let's go do this one first. Pursue them. Don't let them flee. Kill the archers. Got him. Scouts. Good. Archers. Good. You guys are just gonna hold as our archers pick them off. And in fact, we could probably do this to quicken this up a bit. Good damage. Oh, I didn't mean to do that that time. I'll move up here. And dead. Victory! Yeah, once you get a spellcaster general, the crusade fights, they're not too bad. The Crusaders duly punished a group of mercenaries who had become enticed by demonic gold and turned their blades against their former allies. Those who reject the blessing of the benevolent gods and succumb to the temptation of sin deserve death, and death they got. Justice has been served, and the clerics feel that the gods are satisfied with this outcome. 5 energy points. Why has that one got a thing on it? Find the lost relics of the Crusaders. Yeah, we'll have to get that. Alright, let's go down here and do this one. Pursue. And this is going to open up our forward camp, which you're going to spend quite a bit of time there. Okay, and these guys have a general. Cultist fighters, cultists, and cultists. We need to kill the cultists. Because they have, you know, the channel energy stuff. Okay, one down. You're gonna hold. Hold. Use this again. I don't know how often this replenishes, I forget. Fire. Kill. Good. Hold. Hold. Fire. Good. Alright. Move here and attack. Good. Attack. Good. Ooh, gets a second attack. Hell yeah. Alright, they're as good as dead now. Ooh, second attack. Good victory. We have not lost a single soldier yet. God, we're good. We're so good at this game. A Crusader unit advancing north encountered a cultist band and eliminated it. The Servants of the Abyss had been transporting prisoners of war to Dresden, the remains of the garrison from Velerith Ford, which had been captured by the demons. Exhausted and wounded, the warriors adamantly refused to depart for the relative safety of Canabris and instead asked to join the commander's force. A squad of Crusaders was caught in a sudden storm from the west. It lasted only a few minutes, but the unnatural lightning made up of electricity, flames, acid, and ice left several soldiers dead. The ease with which the forces of nature brutally claimed the lives of their comrades has demoralized the Crusaders. That's nasty. I don't like that. The outpost at Velerith Ford, which straddles the West Salon crossing and is of strategic importance, has been taken. The cultists are destroyed, and the commander's army is able to operate on both sides of the river. Fantastic. It looks like we've leveled up. Choose an ability here. Okay, I don't remember what the good ones are. I don't think any of them are, like, great, really. Maybe Bless would be good. Or Bane. Bless or Bane would also be good. I'm gonna get Bane. Alright, and we got new soldiers. Where's this army at? Way up there. Get down here. Go ahead and join up. Okay, so from here, we got that level 1 army. We are powerful enough to pretty much defeat any of them. So we should probably come back here and deal with them. Since we don't want armies behind us. Burn them. Fire. Whew. Fire. Attack. Good. Attack. Good. Fire. Good, that weakens them a lot. We lost them, soldier. No. Our first loss. But we replenished. Alright, this next fight's gonna be tough. The site of an old battle between the Crusaders and demons is still strewn with thousands of corpses. The stench of death hangs thick in the air while the survivors lurch around the battlefield, looting whatever they can. The dead, after all, won't need their trinkets and keepsakes anytime soon. Got 1,000. Okay, so we have power 5, they have power 4. Let me see what they have. A bunch of bugs. Maybe I should wait until I replenish my power. Where do I see my power at? Determines the unit's power, or energy, I guess, is what we're looking at, right? Is this? Does it say how much energy it costs? It costs 4 energy. I see. It doesn't tell me how long it takes energy to replenish, though. We can buy more archers if we want. Not a lot of them, though. It'd take them time to get up here. I mean, we don't have any... We could save it. And if we, like, really fuck up our army, we could always reload. Let's do it. Surely we'll be fine, right? Surely. It's just some bugs. Okay. Fire. Fire. We need to try and weaken all of them. A little bit. Maybe kill that one. Okay, that one's pretty much dead. Alright, attack. Attack. My turn. Hit them. Kill them. -7. Oh, goodness. Attack them. Attack them. Attack them. Hit them. We need to weaken that group. That's a lot of damage. Run Bane. Okay, that group's gone. I think I'd have to move to do that. Do one on yourself. And then attack him. Nice. Alright. Finish them off. Heal yourself again. Attack. Attack. Good. Good. Alright. Attack him. Hit. Come over and hit. Heal others. Heal him. Good. And that should, I think, will all be replenished as well. Yes. Fantastic. Good victory. And that is why they put me in charge. I am a great commander. After driving away a swarm of demonic flies, the Crusaders discovered the remains of an unfortunate group of Mendevian knights. Their leader had a baldric with an emblem recognized by one of the soldiers. It was the crest of the infamous fallen knight Melander Lens. Melander Lens was one of the most notable and controversial figures of the Third Crusade. The debate still rages whether his valiant feats of strength and his willingness to make sacrifices in the name of the Crusade balance out the unholy crime that was exposed after a purge by the Inquisition. It was revealed that the Melander Lens has been practicing the forbidden dark arts of magic, turning this knowledge against the demons. Shortly after the discovery, Lens decided to let the debate about his dubious methods rage on without him and secretly left Canabras in the dead of night alongside a group of like-minded deserters. Thereafter, they waged their own war against demons, tracking down and destroying small enemy groups, but ultimately all the members of Melander Lens' squad fell in battle. The scouts discovered evidence that, with each passing year, Lens had been descending ever deeper into his private abyss of dark arts. He would have sacrificed everything for victory, but the question still remains whether he was a hero or a traitor. Huh. And then we also got a breastplate +2. Okay, we've already got one of those. But we leveled up, which is perhaps even more important. I think getting our army size up is the most important, personally. Alright, so the way has been cleared out for me to continue moving, and has been an entire day there. Let's go down here again. And we've leveled up. Fantastic. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Level 7 Bloodseeker, we get a feat this level, and our study target becomes stronger. Fantastic. Wait, it's become a swift action? Oh, it becomes a swift action. That's actually great. So now I can do that before I even attack, which is good. Level all this stuff up. I just realized that I have trickery and all that stuff too. Interesting. Okay, so new feat for us. Our last feat was... It's not saying what my last feat was. It says what I have. I got Focused Strike last time. Okay, Cleave? Is it time for Cleave? Let's see. Let's see. It's probably time for Cleave. So my last attack will do 4 extra damage if it hits. Hammer the Gap could be really useful. That could also be good. Increase the reach of your melee attack by 5 feet until the end of your turn. That could be good. Like we could have even longer reach now. I think it might be time to get the outflank. We have a lot of melee people. Potentially even more if I decide to go that route with Daeron. I think we're just gonna get outflank on everybody. Yep. Unless there's something that's super important to their build I need immediately. We're gonna get outflank on everybody besides Windwog. Boop and boop. Piranha Strike is good, but no, we're getting outflank on you, especially since you're pretty much always gonna be next to Manorak. Now you don't need outflank. So I have to see what we get. Oh, she gets expanded element this level. Yes. That's gonna be fun. Instead, does Deadly Aim work for her? Does Deadly Aim work for her? Okay. I just quickly went to the build that I had been looking at. You guys probably know him. He's pretty popular in the Pathfinder community, Mortismal. He came out with a video on kinetic sharpshooter build. So I was looking at his thing, and yeah, spell penetration is indeed important. So we're going to grab that. And now here's the decision. So air would give us what? I think we'd probably want electric blast. Does it tell me what the kinetic one is? Did we not get a compound one? Maybe it says in here. I don't know. Did we not get a kinetic or a compound one? I actually don't know. Well, if we don't get a compound one, I think I do want probably air for electricity, which I think is useful. We could get fire as well. Oh, now it's just straight fire. Water. You can get cold blast or water blast. Okay. So hold on. If I get fire, do I get magma blast? No. Because I don't think electricity has a composite one for that. Could just get double earth. Would that be good? Oh, see, here we get metal blast. Interesting. I kind of want that. That sounds cool. So that's the only one that gets kinetic? Or a compound? Well, if that's the case, I guess we'll get that. That's just not showing the compound blast for the other ones. We can respec it if we need to. The metal one sounds interesting to me anyway. It might not be the best one, but it sounds interesting. Alright, Darren. Level 6 Insider, yes. You get rage powers, so we get another rage power. Which, the Fiend one, I guess it helps everybody else, all my other melee people. Even if it doesn't help me much. I might have to see which one we'd want over it. Oh shit, we still don't know if we're gonna go melee on him. I kind of want to. I do kind of want to. In which case we get the S-Stock. Get an extra rage power. Fiend Totem Greater. Ooh, that's actually really good. Yeah, why not? Give me it. It just boosts his rage power, yeah. Animal Fury too. So that's going to give everybody a bite attack as well. So people are going to have Gorge, bite attack, their melee attack, and have the armor, the barbed armor. Fuck it, man. Just buff the melee users. We're going to be so melee. So melee. And hopefully the kinetic sharpshooter is just going to be such a powerful ranged unit that she can do whatever job we need the ranged units to do when the time comes. And, you know, I mean, eventually I'm sure Woljif and Davern will have some ranged spells that they can cast in a pinch as well. Alright, so level 2 spells. We have, okay, Arism and Cacophonous Call. Since Vitals could be good, I kind of want to get a Glitter Dust. We only got one pick, though. If we only have one pick, we're going to get another Blur, because Blurs are important. Actually, we'll get Mirror Image, because I have a feeling we're going to go melee with him. I just have a feeling. And with his Stagger, like, I guess it's not too important that he doesn't have a reach weapon, because he'll be getting into the fight after it's already begun anyway with that. So at least until, I think there's a mythic power that cancels out my curse. Or is that if I get a new curse? It doesn't have the negatives. That might be it. Anyway, you get Shifter Claws, so your claw damage increases to 1d6. Very good. Wait, was it 1d6? What were we doing? We were only doing 1d4 up to now? Damn. Well, that's good. And for you... I kind of like this idea, too. That could be fun. Let's get Shifter's Rush. Cool. I guess we'll level up Seela, too, since she's here. I mean, we do need to keep them all leveled up anyway. Another combat style feat here. Wait. And then religion. Oh, you get all of them. Never mind. Wait. What have I done? Okay, I guess I did everything. Everything's where it should be. For your feat... Ooh, favorite enemy spellcasting. You already got the mount... Yeah, get mounted combat. Although it's mobility checks. Is your mobility any good? Not really. Oh wait, I was supposed to be getting outflank on everybody. Damn it! I completely forgot. Oh well. I guess it was just I don't know, like Ulbrich? Is that his name? Pretty sure. I think it's just him I didn't get it on. Why is it not recommending Shield Master for her? I'm gonna get it. I don't know why that wouldn't be a good thing for her. Maybe I'm not currently using a weapon that's benefiting from that? I don't know. Okay, well, I guess we go back to camp. How long is that journey? 21 hours. How long does it take to get back to Canabras? 14 hours. Jeez. All right, well, we got to make it up to camp. I'm probably going to look up the solutions for these guys, just to let you know, the conundrum stuff. I remember reading how it worked on a attempted second playthrough after my first playthrough. But that was, what would that be, like 2 years ago now? I don't remember it. So, we're not going to go there right now, though, because I want to get to camp. So we'll have to backtrack and get all this stuff, but I'm pretty sure we'll be fine on time. So I'm not too worried about that. But I want to get to camp before we end the episode, assuming this isn't anything that big. I don't remember what this is. Oh, shit. I know what this is. This is the Drow. Fuck. We're fatigued. Can I rest right now? No. No, let me out. Okay, well, we're going to end the episode there. Maybe we have some lesser restoration scrolls left over or something that we can use. But until the next episode, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.